are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Okay, let's get those two important things back, timing and tempo. It's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches. This would be a great up and down from this spot. An opportunity to make a par here. This one has eyes for the hole. Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
He's currently tied for fifth. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. That's out to the right for sure. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
There's 17 feet remaining to the hole.
Can you hear those tweets? This is what they have left for birdie here.
It was on a good line. And that should secure the par on this one. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival Xander Schauffele appears to be taking notice as well.
Putting for birdie. Oh, that's a ripper. Currently 1 under for the round.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Oh, that's a great approach shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
This looks good. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He's currently sitting in second. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Got some good distance on that one. And here we are with the third shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. And he needs this to save par. A good stroke. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. And down it goes. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Yeah, that one's looking good.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Playing within their comfort zone there.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, they'll move to 3 under par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Shame it didn't drop. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
How good is this course?
This course is fascinating, would be a good way I would put it. It has quirky angles on every single shot. The tee boxes face you at a different angle that the fairway sits. The fairway faces you at a different angle than the green sit. And this is for all 18 holes. And I'm even going to throw 17 in there, even though it is the island green. This golf course that P. Dye designed is fun It's perplexing, and mentally it'll wear you out just as much as physically. You better bring your A game if you want to contend this week.
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
An opportunity to make their par.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Oh, that's frustrating. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
It's looking solid.
Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. And that makes him tied for first. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Not bad. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
Wonderful shot. And that will take him to 5 under. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
That's some good golf right there. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Surely it's going to.
Ouch, that hurts. Now 2 shots up after that one. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
That was a gallant attempt. That'll sting a bit. If you can make this one, it's for par. That's pretty tidy. Yeah, we'll take that. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second nine at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot, but if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one, still counts. A birdie putt awaits. If it's up, it could be in. Geez, making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 6 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Found the green side rough. Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one's headed towards the rough. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. "19 feet to the cup." Ooh, right by the hole. And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Get in. That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. He sits in first position. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the...
And that'll do it, Rich. Players Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Oh, listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win.